Word to Barry Allen. Don't get ahead of yourself like a flash in the pan. Or the inner N-word in a word for your inner man. Like for you, it's Mr. Allen's 25 or 2 for 50. Like a stutter step, did I stutter, bro? That's a mystery ballad from the Murder Mitten Roughneck. The good and plenty kind of gummy nutmeg. Like damn the thunder wondrously for a black hole with an asshole like the Last Supper in the upper room. Who could fuck with Slim? Like a geriatric, he ain't very active. Or did I study flow like a Barry Sanders play? Learn it like a nerdy nikkka that learned a thing or two from everybody's hoe. Like yo, it's hard to handle that slander. Like I'm the master of rhyme. So from the Black Panther Party with love. Like I know just enough about everything to talk about anything with anyone. And that's why I suffered all things. So I could be all things to all people. Like power to the people equal the people in power. Kurt Vonnegut throwing out a homonym. Like Nirvana, I'm humming to Allah with someone throwing up the set. Like it's hard to stomach where I'm at with this rap. Like your mama summoning a lot in life. Black thought on a fat thought, baby. When knowing thyself isn't enough. Blowing your wealth like the autumn breeze. Showing off our sex like a rotten leaf. When the fall of man became comedy. But by the spirit of adoption which I cry for my new mommy. Did you say you're adopted and still consider yourself a mama's boy? I get the fucker like my baby mama while I'm fucking on her babies like, hey Rihanna. Say, you wanna fuck like a young fawn with my guns drawn while we holler like a goner in the trauma unit? Gun it. Early. Or the sexual eloquence and other irrelevance when it comes to me and my Earl. Like I'd love to make love to you while we make out like lovers do. Now make our bed and I'll let you lie in it too. But make fun of my wife, amigo, and we go steady like I'm ready to fuck. Like I assassinated the Prime Minister of Zion. Like Zionide to the I in you. I'll airbrush your blackface jive on my t-shirt and wear it out to the liquor store. Then rip it off like your career, bro. Then stick a screwdriver up that nikkka nose just to clear your sinuses. Like a cleansing for your pineal gland. So if you find yourself jamming with the tambourine man, wave your hands across the land if we family. Say hot damn, we want a jamboree. This is for my peeps here. I stand for you. Cause you stand for me. Well, come on. I know I jam. Well, on jam. I know I jam. Like Slim is still standing. Resist the devil and she will flee. Three's up, yeah? Like when we put our heads together in prayer. Like we're planning a planetary family band. And there's levels to this shit. Like the eighth circle of our 3 + 3 equals faith times the future if the now means the future doesn't exist. Like curses, Evelyn. That's a great game. So tell them we want revelry. Like the revelation of godliness and contentment has got us feeling all badass. Like we're making demands of the Lord. Like you don't need a weatherman to know which way the wind blows. So from the highwaymen to the weather underground, jump around with a nigga. Like to the windows, to the walls, to the sweat drop down my balls. Like the underworld just spun around for a slumlord. Like I'm watching X-Files with no lights on. With a cover girl, like I'm on one, like Capitol Hill. And this is 50. Like Ulysses on government grant. for the odyssey of my following in the Iliad of eternity with an exile, like an unsung hero from another world, manning this Mother Earth ship like the temple of brothers from another motherfucking brother from another mother's love of brotherhood, motherfucker. And we worship the ground that we walk on, like pretty stellar, huh? Father Yod, aka Yahweh, the Yahweh 13, like first cream. Get the money, like a dream that were lovely. Then the word became flesh and dwelt among babies hotter than daisies. Pushing themselves up for a Pulitzer Prize winner in a crazy fuck. Like the Slim Shady LP2 is coming soon. Three's up. Like a clumsy dude with a comely face full of crusty snot, bumping uglies in a dumpy house. Like a fucking god with that stunning facade, and the stamina of someone who will turn into a pumpkin if he's not home before curfew. Like fuck curfew. You only live once, so you might as well stay out a little later. Like this motherfucker is on his honeymoon, fucking above his parents' garage, so you can blur it out like an apparent mirage when I say ride, Jackie-O. But Viacom murdered JFK. Now I'm looking to the future, like what the fuck does that mean to you? Brio, 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 brio. That's all I gotta say, you know, cause real killers move in silence, yeah. Be still before God and know who you are. On to Allah when the motherfuckers are going down.